All right, everyone, welcome back to the final war of Season 39. We're going in on Path 1, and we're busting out Kingpin against Mr. Negative. It's masochism. He's a global unsteady defender. And my plan, I've done this fight once already this season, so I went back and took a look at it. Play this one stun immune. We're not going to trigger masochism with our parry debuff, and we are not going to use the special one because the special one puts a degen on, and we don't want to apply masochism. You can see that I'm glancing, but I do have Hood on my team. I have a bunch of rage debuffs, and between the rage debuffs and when he throws it, the unsteady debuff, I purify it, and it becomes one of my rage debuffs. You can see here I throw the special 2, even though it all glances. It's fine. It doesn't apply a debuff. I'm just playing stun immune here, and then when I go into my overpower mode, that's when I can do full damage. So here we're going to bait that. We're in overpower now. He doesn't have the unsteady, and we're going even though I have one rage debuff, you can see there that the majority of my special 2 crits, and we do a ton of damage there. We're unstoppable here, so we're just going to let him throw that special into the block. We get an immediate opening, throw another special 2. And even though our glancing is building up again, that's okay. This fight was still really, really safe. Really happy with Kingpin on this one. The rage stacks are also just giving me some free willpower healing. You can see they disappeared again, and we'll go in and finish the fight. All right, next up, we're on Path 3. We got Galan against Warlock. This is going to be a super easy fight here. We're just going to nuke him down. We're going to go with our usual medium, light, mediums, build up our planetary mass, go for, just get to 1 bar of power, parry heavy, drop the unblockable, unstoppable special 1, instant nuke on Warlock. Next up is a Sigil Witch, and I've done this fight but earlier this season, so I know I'm not going to have any issue with the planetary mass or the harvest. It's just sometimes just blocking or parrying hits that becomes the issue. So we're going to go with our usual medium, light, mediums. We just want to bait special 1s. So there's the first one. We baited out no problem. And then boom, no block. Just get clapped in the face. There, our parry works again. Immediately we go for our special 1. We take about 2/3 of her health. And again, take a full combo to the face. And with class disadvantage, that is not great. I can't get my buffs nullified, so I'm not worried about that. So now I'm just kind of, okay, I get my harvest. I'm at the point where I need to get to my harvest. I don't want to push her to a special 2. I just end up going for it, and the incinerates tick her down. She doesn't throw the special 3. I get a little bit lucky there, but we just wanted to get out of that fight. Didn't like the way the controls felt on that one. Now, next is Magneto against Nova on node 20, Masochism and Strike Counter Fury. I'm really not too concerned about this one here. What I like to do with Magneto, if it's a hashtag metal champion, I back off, let the magnetism apply because it does not apply immediately, and then I go ahead and I start my fight, and I have a much better like it always feels like my ability accuracy reduction is much better when I let that magnetism apply first, okay? And so we're gonna, you'll see I can bypass it, I can get my parries in, evading the special 1s as best I can, build up to a special 3, and nuke them down. That is the goal here. Another nice clean evade on the special 1, counter with a heavy. I like when that works. And even though normally you have trouble intercepting Nova, no problem. I counter auto block. There we go. We're gonna go up to like 12 prowess here. Drop it on him, and he's already close to being finished. So I think this one just about takes him down. 2% left. Boom, gone. Next up, we're on node 24. This is another Galan fight against Nimrod. Even with the slopped armor buffet over time, I counter completely because I can't have my buffs nullified, and because of that, he'll never get the regen from it. He'll never become unblockable. So we're going to go for our usual medium light mediums. We don't get as many buffs because of the slopped armor, but it's more than enough to still put some heavy damage on Nimrod. with the harvest. Even though I'm not building up to like a full harvest, it's fine. We're going to take about 2/3 of him here with the first one, and then we're going to finish him off with a second one. We just have to play the fight a little bit longer, actually bait out a special 2 here. Wait for his unstoppable to disappear. Then we can go in, build up a few more hits. We actually build up to a special 2. There we go, drop an unblockable special 2, and goodbye Nimrod. Next up, we go to Path 1 in Section 2. We've got Immortal Hulk here. We're going to bring in Kingpin. This is Never Back Down and Reinvigorated, unblockable. So the issue here is that when I dash back twice in a row, I'm going to give a regen to Immortal Hulk. If he gets to 10 regens, then he's going to go unblockable, and I do not want to deal with that. So at the beginning of the fight here, we're just going with our parries, our combos, our special ones. We got him about halfway down, but then I end up pushing him to a special 2. I have to dash away, and I give him that first regen, so he heals back a bit. I really need him to throw that special. I end up getting, I trigger a second regen on him. So we're basically, it's a little bit of back and forth. I take down a huge chunk of damage because I'm boosted up and I'm doing a ton of damage to him. Then I end up having to move out of the way, give him a regen back, mitigated a little bit by the degens that I'm putting on from the special 1, but not a ton. And I wanted him to throw the special. Instead, he almost got me with a nice thunderclap to the face there on that heavy. But we didn't flinch on that one. And now we're just, again, getting him down to, we're just going back and forth. Take a little bit off, give him a little bit back. That's okay. As long as I'm not worried. There's still more than 3.5 minutes left in the fight. This one I'm going to go ahead and not trigger the regen. I took the first couple hits on the block and then evade. Here at the very end, I know he's going to get, he kind of skips the regen phase there, which is nice, probably from the degen, from the ability accuracy reduction, and then he's just about finished. So really nice fight. At the end of the day, we finished with almost a full yellow bar. Very happy. Next up is Hulkling on Buffet. Wiccan, it is an absolute treat when I can bring in Wiccan for some fights that he absolutely counters. So this is also reinvigorated, unblockable. If he gets too many regens, he's going to be unblockable. The first 3 hits are going to give him regens, but then we're going to apply the neutralize. We're going to heavy to pause it, and then watch all those beautiful buff fails on the right-hand side, all converting to incinerates. We go for the medium ending combo into special 1. You can see here he's got 13 incinerates on. Every buff that he tries to get now with the neutralize up is converted to an incinerate. He has 24 incinerates and he just absolutely melts. Wiccan, absolutely amazing counter to Hulkling. Next up, Kingpin's going to take down Thing. Strike counter also with the Never Back Down. So I have to play this one really carefully. I'm looking at multiple things at the same time. 1 is the strike counter. I want to make sure I keep spamming my special ones. 2, I don't want to dash back and trigger too much regen for him. 3, I am keeping track of his rock stacks in the top right-hand corner. And when you play with Kingpin, there's a good chance that the ability accuracy from the degen on the special 1 is not going to apply the rock stack, and then you just want to make sure here, like I'm at 13 rock stacks here, I go for a heavy, go for another heavy. I'm going to see I have a chance here. I'm looking carefully, say I'm put him at 14, go for a few hits into the block, he's at 15. Now I can actually back off. He throws it, now I'm happy. I don't care that he got some regen, we got almost half of his health down, and we got through one set of like rock field charges. So now we can continue spamming the special 1. We got 2 degens on him, which means he's unlikely to get the rock stacks here. You can see he's staying at 5 rock stacks as long as I can keep those 2 degens on him. They reduce the ability accuracy. We go ahead, spam another special 1. I'm feeling great at this point. He is down to 10%. We are sitting at almost a full yellow bar, 100% there. Beautiful fight from Kingpin. Absolutely wrecked it. Now, here's the Sam Wilson that I had done in the past with Claire. Tried horribly with Terrax in a previous war. Now we're back with Claire here. It's only a rank 2 Claire on my second account, but she is going to do a great job. The issue here is that when you nullify Sam Wilson's armor up, he gets a passive armor up instead, which still works for all his abilities. So I'm not going to go with special 1s or 2s, even though I'd like to. My plan was to just spam special 3s, but this fight ended up being similar to the Sigil Witch fight, but got even dicier because there are definitely a few moments where I'm just trying to get my my parries off. I'm trying to bait special 1 the entire time. I do not want to deal with his special 2 because I feel like his special 2 sometimes hits extremely hard even through the block. So we're going to go ahead and drop a special 3 on him. At this point, I'm feeling pretty confident about the fight, even though that doesn't do a heck of a lot of damage on the special 3. But right here afterwards, I get clapped right there, and that takes off so much damage. Now it's just making me extra nervous because this fight is a little bit long, and I do not want to be taking extra damage like that. So here we bait another special 1. That's fine. At a certain point, we start going for some more heavies as well, just to get in some bigger damage. Bait another special 1. But it's just, I was just so nervous that I was going to screw this one up. Go for another special 3 right after he drops his special 1, so he's got the least amount of power. And unfortunately, we did not come away with the win on this one. We did, however, I think we're going to finish near the top of Platinum 2, so that's most likely where we're going to finish. Here again, I'm backing off, just really nervous that I'm going to screw this one up. And I think we do get clapped one more time, and it makes it even worse for me as I'm trying to do this one. Because I don't want to die to him again. It's one thing to die to, like make a mistake earlier in the season. It's another thing once you know what that mistake was, not to do it again. So there we go. We build up. And again, after I throw the special 3, I'm trying to back off to, when I throw the special 3, I want to back off. There, that was a nice 8k crit on the heavy. Happy with that. Throw another special 3. Yeah, it's definitely a bit of I think this was probably the longest fight of the entire war. Again, he throws that heavy right after he gets out of the special 3 and clips me again. I couldn't believe it. But we get out of there and we just run. Run to the next fight. Now this one is Guardian on, he's got the node with extra shocks and slopped armor, but again, he's a hashtag metal champion. Magneto is like 90% resistant to the shocks. You can see again, I back off intentionally at the beginning of the fight to make sure the magnetism is on. The ability accuracy is the best I find when that happens. And we're just going to go ahead and parry heavy to special 3. Treat him just like the Nova fight. They're very similar. Even very similar special 1s, even though I get clapped by this one. Even though he's got that shock on me that is doing damage, I'm not healing back from it because it does have like a 40% potency. So even with the willpower healing that I do have, I am losing like 100 health per tick, but it's not nearly enough to make a difference. Here we get off the special 3. And boom, like 60% done right there. He's got 28 bleeds on him. All I got to do is wait out these bleeds, and he is going to die. There he goes. So great job from Magneto. Last but not least is a beefy rank 4 6-star Terrax on Stunning Reflection, Polka Dot Power, Stun Vulnerability. Wiccan absolutely wrecks him. He's going to come in, and his buff is going to get, like, I'm going to put an Incinerate on him. Going to get the Neutralize on. I can parry for a second. We're going to go ahead with the medium ending combo. When the blue is back up, I just play it Stun Immune, bait the heavy. Then once I'm able to apply another Incinerate, down goes the shield. I can parry him again. And you can see the special 1 is just going to heal me right back up. And this is just an amazing fight with Wiccan. Even with the glancing, he has a pretty long special one, so by the time it almost ends, the glancing buff has now disappeared. So I'm getting my full damage in on my special ones here. We've got a bunch of incinerates on him. We're keeping the neutralize up by rotating light ending, medium, and medium ending combos, and Terrax just melts. Well, hopefully we'll get good rewards. I'll probably do a video maybe when those come out. I hope you enjoyed the season. Lots of great content. We did over 140 fights this season and did pretty well. Hope you enjoyed it all. See you in the next one, guys. Bye.